Hare Krishna. Reading from the book Sri Namamrta, The Nectar of the Holy Name, by Divine Grace Ashi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Continuing introduction, the transcendental effects of the Holy Name. The Holy Name exerts the deepest and the most profound influence upon those who invoke it in a mood of reverential devotion. The effect first, freedom from the reactions to sin. First, the Holy Name eradicates the results of sin committed both in this present and in prior lifetimes. According to the law of karma, a human being is responsible for the sinful acts he performs and must suffer for them. As ye sow, so shall ye reap. Deeply enmeshed in the complex web of material actions and their reactions, one must suffer the duality of pleasure and pain, lifetime after lifetime. The Holy Name, however, eradicates all reactions to past sin, both those manifesting themselves at present and those destined to manifest themselves in the future. Simply by chanting the Holy Name, one attracts the attention of the Supreme Lord, who therefore considers, because this person has chanted my holy name, my duty is to give him protection. The power of the holy name to absolve sins is declared emphatically in the scriptures. The Garuda Purana tells us, if one chants the holy name of the Lord, even in helplessness or without desiring to do so, all the reactions of his sinful life departs. Just as when a lion roars, all the small animals flee in fear, says the Brihada Vishnu Purana. Simply by chanting the name of Hari, a sinful man can counteract the reactions to more sins than he is able to commit. In the Vishnu Dharmottara, we read, this word Krishna is so auspicious that anyone who chants this holy name rids himself immediately of the reactions of sinful activities from many births. But for the chanting of the holy name to exert such a powerful purifying effect, the devotee must chant the holy name in purity without offense. Having ceased to indulge in sinful actions, he must live a pure and a holy life. Second point, freedom from desire due to illusion. How can one escape the will to sin? By escaping the illusion that supports it, the illusion that the material body is the self. When the embodied soul erroneously identifies himself with the gross material body and its subtle mind, intellect, and false ego, he seeks pleasure in the comfort and gratification of the body. As he wanders throughout the material creation, lifetime after lifetime, trying to dominate and enjoy the resources of the phenomenal world, he goes through myriad temporary, fleeting sensory experiences, which create myriad impressions of the phenomenal world upon his heart and consciousness. In this way, his original pure consciousness becomes covered by layer after layer of mental contamination. Because the self is purely spiritual, no variety or amount of physical or mental gratification can give him real satisfaction. Under the illusion of bodily identification, therefore, he perpetually suffers the unnatural and frustrating conditions of material existence. This illusion and its painful effect, which have haunted and tormented the embodied soul since time immemorial, are destroyed by the transcendental effect of the holy name. Because the divine name and the Lord Himself are identical, when one regularly chants the holy name, he develops attractions toward the Lord Himself. That divine, that divine spontaneous attraction cleanses his heart of all desires for lesser material pleasure. Lord Krishna personally aids in that progressive purification, as the great devotee Shuta Goswami explained to the sages assembled at Namisharan forest. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is a Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his message, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. When the heart is fully purified by chanting the holy name, the devotee loses interest in everything unspiritual. He views the entire creation as the Lord's energy and thus gives up the desire to exploit and consume matter. As chanting cleanses the mirror of the heart, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, Chaitanya Charitamrita Antalila, chapter 20, text 12, one fully awakens to spiritual reality. Hare Krishna, Sharinam Prabhu ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. We'll continue tomorrow from next topic, enlightenment.